Hi guys, it's Renee. It's Presley Forever VSG Journey. I am coming to you a couple of days late with my 1 year anniversary of surgical service, or my ASS day. I know a lot of people hate that surgiversary word, so I made up a new word. And last week I came down with what I now know is a sinus infection, and I also had a colonoscopy. So I had a couple of rough days, but I'm feeling better. I'm in antibiotics. So I wanted to film this and get this up before too much longer has gone by. So today is September 6th. I had my surgery on August 31st, 2015, up at Tufts New England Medical Center with Dr. Sajani Shah. I had the gastric sleeve. My pre-op high was 329.6 pounds. My day of surgery was 311.7, and this morning I was 205. I did all of these numbers earlier based on 206, which I was done a couple days ago, and I went as low as 204, but back up to 205 because Martha's here Shark Week. But close enough, you get the gist. So I wanted to do a whole then and now kind of contrasting video for you guys. So back then, I was a size 22, 24. I wore a 3XL shirt, and my bra was a 46G. I wore a size 10 ring, and my BMI was 50. I was morbidly obese. I'm 5'8", by the way, and I am now 41 and a half. Now I am in a 10, 12, 14, depending on the style and the brand. Also, I bought some medium-sized shirts. I went on a little shopping spree with a gift card this weekend. I'll try and insert some pictures here. And I bought a medium top. I bought a size 10 jean. And my bra is probably a 38 double D. I'm kind of going back down through my sizes. Excuse me, and my BMI is a 34.1, or an obese class 1. And again, not that I subscribe to the BMI school of thought, but it does show the contrasting difference between before. So my total loss is 124.6 in surgery, 123.24.6 because the extra pound since my pre-op high, which was last July of 2015. 106.7 since surgery, and 18.6 points up my BMI. And my question is, with pant sizes or dress sizes, do you count every size? Because like I don't. So if you don't, I've gone down 5 sizes, but if you do, then I've gone down 10 sizes. So either way, I wear a much smaller pant. Measurements. I was not one of those people like Rachel Rockcreate who measured every body part all along the way. I measured about a week after I had surgery, and I did my biceps, my bust, my waist, my hips, my upper thigh, my calf. So when I started, my biceps were 18 inches. Now they're 13.25, so that's a loss of 4.75 inches. My bust was a 52.5, and that's wearing a bra around sort of the pointiest part. Now it's a 41.5, so that's 11 inches. My waist, which I did like my natural waist, was a 50.5, and now it's a 37.5, which is 13 inches. My hips, which I did over my fupa, was a 57.5, and now is 39.25, so that was 18.25 inches. So clearly I have lost a lot in my midsection. My upper thigh was 31 inches. It's now a 20.5. That's a 10.5 inch loss. And my calves were 19, and they're now 15, so that was 4 inches. So overall I lost 61.5 inches, which is more than 5 feet. So that's a lot of inches. I took all sorts of notes. I'm all organized, so sorry if I'm looking down. Back then, I couldn't walk a quarter of a mile without severe pain or shortness of breath, and now I'm running 5Ks. I had trouble wiping my own bum and painting my own toenails. Not a problem anymore. I used to hate shopping, and where I live, I had 2 options basically in my size. I could either go to Dress Barn, which I actually like their styles, but it's a very matronly type store, or I had to shop online, and now I can shop anywhere I want. The last time I flew, I had to use a seatbelt extender, and I was mortified. because I didn't know that I needed one until I got on the plane. So that was a shock. And now I haven't flown, but I don't think it would be a problem. As far as my health, back then I was on a beta blocker for my blood pressure, which basically lowers your heart rate and lowers your blood pressure that way because my resting heart rate was 90 to 100. I was pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, and I had raging PCOS. Atypical, but still. I was very hairy and I had a ton of pain. So now I'm actually back on a blood pressure medicine, but I went off of the beta blocker for about 3 or 4 months because I was getting dizzy because my heart rate was too low. And now my blood pressure has gone back up, but it's not because of my weight. It's my heart rate's normal in the 60s. It's because of heredity. I have both my parents have high blood pressure, so now I'm on an ACE inhibitor called lisinopril, which is helping. So now I know it's because of my genetics, not because of my food choices, I guess. My A1C is totally normal. I have had much less hair and much less pain. A couple of other things that did happen. My liver enzymes, this might happen to you. When I had lost about 75 pounds about 10 years ago, my liver enzymes randomly were found to be up when I had a false positive for a hep C. So my liver enzymes are up again. 10 years ago I had a liver biopsy, and they said it was the most healthy, normal-looking liver they had ever seen. I did have an ultrasound this time, and it was completely normal. The doctor was kind of like, huh? And I was like, no, I told you this would happen because it happened last time. And it also happened to my sister after she lost weight after a pregnancy. So something about us, liver enzymes go out of whack, but they do come back down. And my colonoscopy was normal. Yay! He said to avoid constipation and straining. Well, no kidding. So anyway, let's see. Moving on to career. A year ago, I was in a job that I really wasn't happy about. I sat in the car all day, which definitely contributed to my weight gain, and I ate a ton of fast food. Now I have a new job that I really enjoy. It's a desk job, but I am able to be up and about more. And I'm kind of obsessed with my Fitbit, and some of my coworkers have them, so that's a nice motivation. And I'm prepared. I have a snack cabinet. I have a snack compartment in my car. I have snacks in my purse. I have protein snacks everywhere, so I have no excuses to not eat well. Back then, my diet had huge portions, and I don't think I ever, despite all the food I ate, got enough protein or water, funnily enough. It was definitely higher in carbs and veggies. I definitely was a late night snacker. I was always a yo-yo dieter. And not so much a crash dieter, but like I said, I would lose 40, 50, 75 pounds at a whack, keep it off for 6 months, a year, and gain it all back and then some. So now, as all of our lives do, all about protein. I try and make smart swaps. I am definitely of the moderation camp. I will, if I'm having that sweet tooth or that chocolate tooth or that salt tooth, I will indulge it, but I will try and find the best possible way to do it. So instead of having the chocolate chip cookies, I will get those little protein chocolate bites, that kind of thing. Or if I gotta have the salty chips, I will try and do the Quest chips, or I will have, something along those lines, the little cheese snacks to give me that sensation. I also feel like there's less pressure on myself. I know a lot of people are really focused on the fact that the first 6 months, the first 12 months, you got to do everything you can for the best results. I have the rest of my life. This isn't going to change. My sleeve is with me forever. And I think watching some of the veterans, meeting some of the veterans like Lauren Losing, Liz, Lindsay Fly, this really is the rest of our lives, so seeing these people 2, 3, 4 years out still working towards a goal gives me hope that I'm still going to be working towards mine. So if I haven't quite reached it yet, that's okay. I've got time to work towards it, and I'm going to keep working towards it. All right, I went back and watched some of the previous videos or clips of previous videos. I remembered some of the goals I had set. I remember I had set the goal of losing 100 pounds since surgery by my birthday, which I didn't quite meet, but I did a few weeks after. I wanted to run a 5K, which I did. I wanted to be 41 and fabulous, and I think that I'm there. And the last goal I think I had set was I wanted to be under 200 pounds or in Wonderland by my 1 year anniversary. And like I said, I'm at 205. I'm 5 pounds from Wonderland, or 5.1. So I'm close. So I'm not too upset about that. Things I still struggle with: getting my water in and cravings. But some of the things that I'm proud of, like I would consider to be true habits, are Fitbit. I have logged into my Fitbit 370 days in a row. Have I logged everything that's gone past these lips? No. But have I logged the majority of things? Yes. Do I freak out at like 11:59, like, oh, I haven't logged yet? Yeah, I will go in and I obsessively log. Love the scanning app. That's the best thing ever. You just scan it and there it is. Again, being prepared, having snacks everywhere. What else? Oh, yeah. The MyFitnessPal and the Fitbit. Sorry, I'm confusing my electronic devices. The Fitbit, I definitely am more conscious of and trying to get to my 10,000 steps, etc. And then MyFitnessPal, obsessed with 370 days. There you go. And another thing that I have been doing up until I got sick in the last week is waking up on a regular basis before work to exercise, which I never in a million years would have thought that I would be somebody that was doing that. Let's see. Some notes. Oh, so grateful for YouTube, the YouTube community, the weight loss surgery community. I was sort of a latecomer. I don't think I found videos until 2 or 3 nights before my surgery. I was a little late to the bandwagon. And then I made my first videos like literally the night before surgery with my phone and couldn't figure out how to get it uploaded, and it was horrible quality. Not that they've gained much quality since then. And, you know, it's really been a huge... sorry, something just went by my window. It's really been a huge support, and, you know, getting to see other people's stories and hearing what they've been through, and then meeting and connecting with people, whether it be on social media, in person, it really does help. And, you know, it comes and goes in waves. You know, as you get further and further off surgery, life becomes more complicated. You get busier, you start doing things, and it's like, oh geez, I'm behind on videos. Oh geez, I haven't made a video. Oh geez, how's so-and-so doing? And I think that's normal, to leave and come back and leave and come back. And I think the one thing is that everyone's always welcoming you back with open arms, or ready to accept you when you come back. Real life happens, so go out and live it. You know, the rest of us will be there when you get back. Let's see. New goals I'm setting for myself. Healthy maintenance weight. I don't really know what that is. I think I definitely want to do a range. I want to say probably between 165 and 175 and see how that feels. So that's about 40 pounds. I've been there before for a brief time. That was my high weight in high school, which is oddly enough now my goal weight. I want to make the gym a habit. I have a girlfriend who is not a weight loss surgery patient, but has significant weight loss and maintained it. She's been my running buddy, and I would like to get back into going to the actual gym with her once it's not feasible to get up and run in the morning because it's too dark, or it's too dark at night. And then long term, and again, I'm talking long term, like a year from now, maybe start thinking about plastics. I'm going to do some body shots and things. And my boobs, weirdly enough, are okay. They've never been perky. They have a little bit of saggy skin, but they're not terrible. So I'm not super concerned. My arms and possibly my gut, it's shrinking pretty well, but we'll see. Those are the things that I would be most concerned about plastic for. Go-to products. Things that a year out I still can't live without and eat on a regular, if not daily basis. Oikos 000 yogurts. Originally they had like 3 flavors. Now they've got probably 6 or 8 that I can get. You know, it doesn't have a ton of fake sugar and stuff in it. It tastes good and they're readily available. Quest protein has always been my protein go-to. This last time I did get the Syntrax Matrix Vanilla because it was on sale at Vitamin Shop, and it's been pretty good, and I haven't had any problem with that, so I would probably continue with that. And then as far as a premix, the Premier Proteins, I've always been able to get chocolate. I've never been able to get vanilla. So vanilla muscle milk, those are the two that when I use those are the ones I use. Of course, my Trader Joe's light mozzarella light mozzarella shreds, and then the light cheddar cheese sticks. I just found they have the best flavor, meltability, etc. And then as far as like my salty go-to snack is just the cheese rounds, which are the little round cheese snacks that you can get on Amazon or from the Just the Cheese website. I think there's 70 calories per serving and like 6 grams of protein, and they just give you that crunch. And then I get a box of Slim Jim Minis. It's like 120 for like $18 off of the Boxed app. And I forget the stats on those, but they're great to like throw in your purse, in your pocket, whatever. Of course, Power Crunch bars. The Pure Protein bars, they have snack size and meal replacement bars. Those I can find pretty readily. And then they have those little Power Crunch balls that are pretty good. That when I can get to a Walmart, I'll do that. And then the other thing that I've gotten pretty consistently that's probably a little healthier than a Slim Jim is the Grass Run Farms beef sticks. You can get them from their website or on Amazon. It's grass-fed beef turned into a beef stick. So there's not as many chemicals or sodium and stuff. And then other things, I'm obsessed with pink lemonade and pink grapefruit, so if there's anything of that flavor, I'm on it. Again, my diet at this point is mostly lean meats, vegetables, whole grains. And on nights when I'm not able to or I'm too tired, I say fuck it. And I eat what I'm making for the boys or what they've made for me. I just eat it in moderation and I make the best choices I can. That's really what this is about, is not beating yourself up. Because we've done that enough. So, and then the last thing I had written down were rules that I've broken. I use the straw every day, all day. I have since about probably a month out. Carbonation, love it. I've always needed carbonate, not soda, but seltzer, sparkling water, anything of those types. I need it. And booze. I drink. I like to drink. Although at this point, I've been drinking the spiked seltzers because they're low in carbs. They have a higher percentage of alcohol, like per calorie. So I'll take one and mix it with regular seltzer. I'll put it on ice, and 1 or 2 will last me the entire social event. So rather than drinking a 6-pack of beer like I used to, or a bottle and a half of wine, I had 2 seltzers. Or I will do a vodka drink with seltzer, splash, or Fresca, something like that. Those are the choices that I tend to make, rather than other things that I used to drink. So again, trying to make wiser, better choices. All right, so that concludes the boring portion. This is going to be the longest video I've ever done. So I'm going to set up a body shot, and then I will try and do skin flick. We'll probably move into the other room for that in case the boys come barging in the front door. And then, like I said, I'm going to try and intersperse some before and after pictures from some of my first videos, or some of my comparison shots. So before I go to that, I just want to say thank you. I am so humbled that I have the subscribers that I have. I'm so grateful to the people that I've met through this medium, for everyone that gets on there and shares their story, that is brave enough to do it. I applaud you and I thank you. Thank you so much for all the support you've given me over the last year, and I hope that you'll continue to give me. You guys have made this journey that much easier, so thank you. Alright, so I think you guys can see me. So this is one of the shirts that I got at Kohl's this weekend, and it's actually an extra large, but I bought it because I like the peplum, hides the little pooch pooch. So this is the front, here's the arms, wiggle wiggle. This is sideways, this is the little poochy pooch, this is just a regular cami. I have no bum left. This is the back, and the arms, and the other side. Alright, So now I'm gonna go in and try and set up a skin flick. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so here we are in the bedroom. Still have my necklace on, my Fitbit, but here's the skin flick. I know this isn't the best quality, but hopefully you can see everything. Alright, so I'm going to come up a little closer. So my scars, oh, nice hair. I don't know if you can see, but I have the 1, 2, 3 that are pretty much gone. And then these guys are the only 2 that are left. And I remember I had that weird skin infection right away, post-op. But this is the side view. This has gotten a lot. Let's see if I can get this. Everything in the closet here. There we go. This is a lot smaller than it was, and this isn't too bad. I will show you that after. So again, in the back, I have a little bit of flub still. There's the tattoo. Oh, how much of my bum you can see? No bum. And on this side, again. So again, we've got the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then as far as the belly goes, it's not terrible. I mean, it's there, but it's not awful. It's doable. Again, the boobs have a little, oh, sorry, booby tattoo. They have a little bit, but they're still pretty full. Thighs, let's see. We can get this. I did shave this morning. The thighs aren't too bad. There's a little bit there. But, I don't know if you can see. Nice photography, Renee. The calves. You see it? Those are pretty good. No problems there. So, there's my skin flick, everybody. Yeah, so now I'm going to go edit this and try not to kill myself while it takes 6 hours to upload.